today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This defense for the Saints, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give him a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Cousins on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Rolling to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here comes Berrios. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. So we've hit halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Kamara up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. A give. This is Kamara. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Just keep going. It's all right.
Anthony Schwartz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Running off tackle with Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run again on first down. Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara to about the 35, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. The pass caught by Olave. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run it again with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So Cousins and the Vikings trailing 17-10, a little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. That's complete. It's Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. First down now, but that clock rolling. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat.
today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 17 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago: 14 carries, 80 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, Kamara. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flush to his right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They'll set up to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one taken in by Olave.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 44, Prescott. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Prescott on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times. Hoping.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Kamara up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Makes the score Saints 31, Will Lutz to kick off for the run.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They go to Elliott again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the
touchdown.
Nick Muse.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
To the air again, Prescott. Pass complete once again to Bourne. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Lutz good on the extra point.
The kick is good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.